Hello everyone. So again let's discuss the next topic, that is the fruit. Okay. Now after we have studied about androecium, gynoecium, the next part, the ovary of the gynoecium, that is the which ripens to form the fruit. Okay. So there are different fruits in our surrounding, isn't it? We see different types of fruits. So the fruits which are developed from the ovary, they are called as the true fruits, and those which are developed from any other part other than the ovary, those are known as the false fruit or pseudocarp. Okay? But sometimes what happen, seedless fruits are developed without fertilization. Then we call them as the parthenocarpic fruit. Okay, so different fruits. Now the basic structure, the main structure of the fruit consists of two parts, the seed and the pericarp. Pericarp means the outer wall, isn't it? And seed means the ripened over. So these two are the main things which are present in a fruit. Now let us discuss about the different types of fruits. Basically the fruit is divided into simple fruit, okay, aggregate fruit and composite fruit. Simple fruit means which develops from a single ovary. If polycarpillary apocarpous condition flower develops fruit, then it is known as aggregate fruit. And if the fruit is developed from the inflorescence, then it is known as composite fruit. Okay. So let us now see the different types of simple fruit. Simple fruit means the fruits which are developed from a single ovary. Okay. And here the fruits are dry, and it is again subdivided into echinal type. So as you can see, echinal type of fruit. Okay, so echinal type, these are also simple dry indehiscent fruit. That means they cannot be dehisced. So under that, first is the echin, which is observed in case of Mirabilis jalapa, 4 o'clock plant. Here the pericarp is thin, dry and indehiscent. Okay, and it develops from superior unilocular monocarpillary ovary. Okay, so as you can see, this is the seed, this is the ovule, this is the pericarp, this is the fruit. Okay, and here only the seed remains attached to the pericarp only at the one point, isn't it? As you can see, other portion it is free from the pericarp. Then the second type is the caryopsis. Caryopsis, we also call it as the grain. Okay, here the pericarp is thin and dry and is fused with the seed coat throughout. It is derived from the superior unilocular ovary. Okay, and we observe this in case of maize, zea maize. Okay, then next is the Cypsela type. Here it is an inferior echin which is derived from inferior unilocular ovary. Okay, the fruit wall is formed from thalamus and pericarp. It is thin and dry, and some type of Cypsela develops pappus which help in dehiscence and dispersal. Okay, so this is pappus. This is observed in case of Soncus. Then next is the nut. Nut, the fruit wall is hard and stony, woody and leathery. It is single seeded. This is observed in case of cashew nut, lychee. Okay. Then it develops from a superior syncarpous ovary, or it may be inferior ovary also. Here the seeds are edible. They have two cotyledons, as we are all familiar with the cashew nut. The cashew nut is the seed, okay? And when we separate the two parts, those are the cotyledons. Then next one is the samara. This is winged echinal fruit. These wings help them for dispersal purpose. Okay, this is observed in case of Soria robusta. Then next one is the schizocarpic fruit. Schizocarpic fruit, under that we get first one is the lomentum. Okay, lomentum, here the fruits are beaded in appearance. As you can see, bead-like structures, groundnut. Okay, and they are single seeded. Each seed is just constricted, so they appear a beaded appearance. Then next one is the cremocarp. Okay, this we observe in case of fennel, coriander. So in cremocarp, it has an internal carpophore. Okay, this is the carpophore which has a stylopod, and when mature it just separates. Okay, these are then called the mericarps. This is the pedicel, this is the carpophore, these are stylopods. Okay, they separate and they have two indehiscent mericarps. Next, the carcerulus. So this you can see, this is the carcerulus type. Here the fruit develops from superior syncarpous ovary, stylopod is absent, and the mature fruit breaks up into 2 or 3 single-seeded indehiscent mericarps. This is observed in case of Ocimum sanctum. Then next one is the compound samara, or it is known as double samara. The fruit develops from superior syncarpous pistils. Okay, and when mature, it splits up into 2 or 3 single-seeded winged mericarps. The next one is the regma. So here the fruit breaks up at maturity into single-seeded dehiscent cocci. It is observed in case of castors. Okay, they have number of tubercles which splits up into 3 cocci. Okay, then next one we get is the capsular fruit. Capsular fruit, first one is the pod or legume. Okay, so here they are many seeded unilocular fruits, and when mature the fruit dehisces by both dorsal and ventral suture. This is observed in case of pea. Then second one is the follicle, which is observed in case of larkspur. They are many seeded dry fruit. Okay, and when mature it splits by only single suture. Single it breaks and dehisces. Third one is the siliqua. Siliqua, it is bilocular, simple dry fruit, many seeded. Okay, it is observed in case of mustard. When mature, the fruit dehisces by both the sutures. Okay, then next is the silicula. Silicula, it is observed in case of candy tuft. These are few seeded, short and flat. When mature, the fruit wall breaks open and forms the two valves, which exposes the rhiplum bearing the seed. So this is the rhiplum tissue which bears the seed. So when they mature, they breaks and exposes the seed. Okay, then next one is the capsule. So when we are talking about capsule, different types again we find. They are simple many seeded fruits. Okay, so first type is the pyxidium. As you can see, they just break transversely and exposes the seeds. The next one is the denticidal. Here the break or the rupture takes place like toothed structure. Okay, then porocidal, pores are developed through which the seeds will be liberated. Then loculicidal, locules will be longitudinal, sutures will be formed. Okay, then next one is the septicidal. The septa will bear seeds in them and they will help in dehiscence. And last one is the septifragile, where the outer halves or valves will remove but the seeds will remain at the central position. Okay, so these are the different types of capsules. Then next one is the simple succulent fruit. So when we are talking about simple succulent fruit, definitely the name berries will come. These are fleshy fruits with inner papery endocarp and pulpy endocarp. Okay, pulp like banana. Some false berry are also there. So again, special type of berries are present like pepo, which is observed in case of cucumber. Then hesperdium in case of orange. Okay, then balausta, which is developed from inferior ovary. Then this observed in case of pomegranate. Then the amphicirca, which is a superior berry. Okay, as you can see, this is the balausta, this is pepo, this is hesperdium type. Okay, then this is the amphicirca, and last one is the fibrous berry, which is observed in case of betel nut. Okay, then next we come to the drupe fruit, which is a stone, also called stone fruit because here the endocarp is hard. Okay, the mango example, coconut also. Then next is pome, that is the apple. Okay, it is also an accessory simple succulent fruit. It develops from the thalamus, so this is considered as a false fruit. So next we come to the aggregate fruit. So when aggregate fruit, that means the Apocarpus flowers develop aggregate fruit, and this group we call them as the Iterio. Okay, so Iterio of achenes, that means they are individual fruits which are formed. So this you can see, this is the Iterio of achenes. This one is the observing case of rose. Okay, then next is the Iterio of berries, observing case of custard apple. Iterio of drupe, observe in blackberry. Iterio of follicle means just whatever we have studied in simple one, that only they aggregate together and form the Iterios. Okay, then Iterio of samara. So all these are the different types. Then last one is our complete composite fruit, that means the fruit which develops from the inflorescence. So here it is of two types. It is, if it develops from the female catkin or spike inflorescence, then we call it as sorosis. Okay, it has a fleshy peduncle, as you can see, the mulberry. Okay, and the other one is the Syconus. This is in case of fig. Here the hypenthodium inflorescence, it develops the fruit. Okay, and others all you can see, pineapple, jackfruit, these are all actually sorosis fruit, that means they are developing from the inflorescence. So these are all about our fruit part. So hope this video is clear to you. Go through the notes, go through the video properly. If you have any problem, then let me know.